Okay, so my social impact initiative this year for Miss Alabama is extremely new. I started it in March. It's called Recycle Life, where I raise awareness for organ donation. My director actually was hospitalized at the end of February, and he had a heart attack and would need open heart surgery. And then when that didn't go well, he was going to need a heart transplant. And so I felt kind of helpless because it was a situation where somebody who I had gotten to know and really just grown with, and he has become one of my greatest friends, was in pain and suffering, and I felt like I couldn't really do anything about it. Yeah. And so instead of just sitting around and just praying, I decided to pray and then do something about it. So I created Recycle Life, and I'm actually working with Legacy of Hope, which used to be known as the Alabama Organ Center, and they raise awareness with Donate Life for organ donation and tissue and eye donation. And then they actually have several events where they get together and let the organ donor families and the recipient families meet. So that's a really emotional experience, and I've gotten to really get to see some of that, and kind of hard to keep some tears back sometimes, not gonna lie. And I've actually become an ambassador for Legacy of Hope now, and I've had several fundraising events for my platform.
Social Impact Initiative.
My Social Impact Initiative. I'm sorry, we just changed the title of that.
So my Social Impact Initiative is called Get Moving for Your Gray Matter. And it's basically a way for me to talk about the importance of exercise in both physical and mental health. So a really cool statistic is that in Alabama, the rate of heart disease and mental illness make up Alabama's two greatest health concerns. It actually beats out cancer and stroke. So that was something I didn't know, and it makes me more passionate about what I teach about. So I'm a certified Zumba instructor, and I've been able to hold some Get Fit events on campus. I've held some for young kids, and I've held some for college-age students. And it's a really fun way to dance and be physically fit and also take that mental break so you can have kind of an outlet to refresh and reset. Because I know when I just sit and study in my room all day, you know, when you let your physical health come down, you kind of let your mental health come down as well. So just advocating for physical exercise, but also not leaving out mental health, because that's a part of the equation that doesn't need to be forgotten.
So my social initiative is the Breast Cancer Research Foundation of Alabama, and I've actually been partnering with this organization since I was 7 years old when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer while pregnant with twins. So what this organization did is it went into every single dollar went into treatment and funding so that it could find more treatments, and they eventually funded for a treatment that would work for my mom because she couldn't deliver until, she couldn't start treatments until she delivered. So thankfully, because of this organization, she's now a 15-year survivor, and at the time they told her she only had a 5% chance of living. So this organization really did save her life. And it was because of the community and everyone involved with the organization and all of the funding that went in with this organization that my mom is still here.
Mine is called Smile, and it's basically about implementing proper brushing and flossing habits in children and instilling in them those habits so that they can take that with them, and it's for preventative dental care. I instill confidence in them through that. And so I mainly work with a third grade class at Mount Olivet Elementary School. It's Miss Osborne's class. They're great. I've been working with them for the past few years, and I implemented the Smile Challenge this year. And so if they brushed twice a day and flossed once at night, then all throughout the month of February, which is National Children's Dental Health Month, then they would receive a certificate at the end of that, and a small little gift, which is a toothbrush and toothpaste. And I had 9 students complete that. So if you think about all the days in February, I think there's 28, and then thinking about they're brushing twice a day, and then we had 9 students, it just comes to a staggering total, just thinking about the small things that add up to a huge total. And not only that, I saw the kids who maybe didn't take on the challenge specifically, but they came up to me and said, hey, you really impacted me in realizing how much I need to brush and floss my teeth. Because not only are you taking care of your teeth and your gums, you're taking care of other organs in your body, you're taking care of your heart, because the same plaque that's in your mouth goes to your heart. So you need to make sure that you're taking care of your teeth. Another community service project I worked on, I represent Phoenix City, so Lee County was hit by a 4 tornado this year, and so I was presented with a unique opportunity to reach out to them and provide some resources that they needed and were lacking because they had lost it all in the tornado. So I started a Facebook fundraiser and partnered with a Baptist church in the area, and I was able to raise, I think, $1,900 to help those people who were affected by that tornado. We helped West Smith Stations Elementary School, who had lost all of their PE equipment in a shed that had blown away. So I was able to replace all of that equipment that they needed, and they were so appreciative. And it's really impactful when you can visit that site where, say, someone's house is blown away and they're just sitting there, but you can reach them and try to help them and connect with them on a level that maybe they wouldn't experience if you wouldn't have gone down there and tried to help them, because they're in such a unique place with needing help but not wanting to reach out maybe. So it's really impactful when I know the mayor of Smith Station took me to the parts that had been devastated by the tornado, and it was so humbling to see what these people were going through.
So my social impact initiative is called Siren Snuggles by Emma Owen, and I first created Siren Snuggles in honor of my grandfather, Carlos Owen, and he was a police officer in the city of Birmingham, and oftentimes he would come across small children found in really troubling situations. So he always made sure he had a small stuffed animal or a coloring book to give to that child in need that he came across. And sadly, he was killed in the line of duty, so I created Siren Snuggles to keep his legacy living on. So what I have the honor of doing through Siren Snuggles is collecting community donations of stuffed animals and coloring books, and I bag them up and travel all across the nation delivering them to first responders to give to kids in need while working. And that's a special way of keeping my pop's legacy alive, while also allowing first responders to kind of bridge the gap that has been made between community members and police officers and firefighters. So I actually recently had a very big milestone with my organization, and I had the chance to deliver to every single state. That was a huge accomplishment, and it's something I could not have done without the support of community members and different companies that have been extremely influential in donating to Siren Snuggles. So it's been a blast, and I'm super passionate to bring my social impact initiative to Miss Alabama.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
So cool. Thank you.